Hey, I'm Callie Lewis. You're watching Geek Brief TV. This is Brief 108. Being a gadget addict has a downside. Eventually you wind up with 1 or 2 or 15 drawers that look something like this. So we figured out a way to organize all this mess without giving up a single gadget. This is one of those ideas that's so obvious you're going to wonder, well, why didn't I think of that? All you need is a drill bit thingy. What is those called? Spade bit. A shoe organizer. You can get these at any local home type store. A power strip and some labels. We went ahead and put the shoe organizer together following the instructions that are in the box. Now what I'm doing is using the grid to mark where I want to drill holes for power cords. Since not every gadget requires power, I'm not drilling holes in each of the 12 spaces. This backing is just cardboard, so I have absolutely no idea if this is going to work or if it's just going to tear this thing apart. So let's see. No, it's a little rough, but that doesn't matter because it won't be seen.
I give up my iPod shuffle or my BlackBerry. I don't need to make any calls. No, don't need my sling box, baby. You could call me crazy. I don't watch it at all. The magic bullet, the toaster, or the thing that makes the roast beef I saw on TV. Or my brand new Fender Telecaster. It don't mean nothing to me. No, I give back those toys and gadgets and...
It is a little rougher inside than I thought, and I'm thinking you can probably get better results by drilling from the inside rather than the outside. After you put the grid back in, it's time for labels. My favorite part. You can go one of 2 ways with labels, or you can choose not to label at all. We chose to go generic in certain cases and specific in others. So things like the phones, which most likely will change at least once a year, we went generic. So we did Neil's phone, Callie's phone. The iPod, as long as they're making an iPod, then we're going to have a label that's the iPod. So we did Neil's iPod and Callie's iPod. This is it. It's done. I'm so excited. Everything's organized. Everything's plugged in and charging. I highly recommend getting one of these AC to USB plugs for your iPod. If you don't want to sync it that night, you can just charge it and have it ready to go the next morning. There's plenty of room because of the size of these cubbies for all of your cables and accessories for each gadget behind the gadget. Ultimately, personal electronics should enhance your life, not create frustration because of all the wires and clutter that go along with them. If any of you try this project, I want to see pictures of how you made it your own. Callie at geekbrief.com. Even though I'm firmly committed to my Mocha Splenda flavor blends, the consensus from you guys is that Homer would not do Splenda because he only does the real stuff, sugar. But I counter with this. Splenda is made from sugar, so it tastes like sugar. So would Homer know the difference? I'm Callie Lewis. Donuts. Guys, I got an email from GoDaddy while I was in Canada. I may be in a Super Bowl commercial. Shh.
Caster, it don't mean nothing to me. No, I give back those toys and gadgets and knickknacks that
We decided
we
decided to go generic since we don't anticipate keeping the same phone. You can go one of 2 ways when labels. We chose to go generic since we don't anticipate to keep the same. You can go one of 2 labels. As opposed to
Let's start something new.
I don't anticipate keeping things like phones longer enough than 2. What am I saying?
And it's no good for me.
Oh, darn it.
This year I've been thinking that I don't need a thing. You can hide in a box, it's true. 'Cause all I want for Christmas is some hugging and some kissing and some squeezing and some loving and some sweet turtle doving. It's all I ever wanted on my Christmas morning was you. All right. All I want for Christmas is you, baby.